Hi guys, this is Josh. I wanted to do some tutorials on iDraw. There's not very many on YouTube. Here I've got a document open and I've got these coins here and they are being clipped by a vector shape. And as you can see, I can double click in here to adjust the cropping, and these are all referencing the same image that I found online. I'm using the combine path tool in iDraw. There's probably a similar function in other vector programs. Just to show you how I do this, I'm going to do it again here with this penny. See how this doesn't have a transparent background, and I would like to be able to move it around and have a transparent background. So I'm going to grab the ellipse tool and just create a circle right on top of this. And so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to lower the opacity down just a little bit, make some more adjustments, get it just where I want it. I want to have some of that dark shadow right around it, but none of the white background. There it is. Then I'm just going to go up here, select both of them, and hit intersect. And that's going to leave me with just what was in the circle. As you can see, I still have the pixel data. The bitmap image is filling this vector shape. I can add further layer styles to this, like a drop shadow, as you can see there. And that gives me a very clean, crisp outline. I've got some of the white in there, but I can double click and just make some small adjustments. So I've got the entire image still there, and click out of it, and there you go. Now what about maybe more intricate shapes? Let me copy this over and I'll show you what I mean. Maybe I just want the head, this bust of Abraham Lincoln. So I'm just going to use the pen tool and start tracing right around it. I'll again lower the opacity so I can see what's underneath it. And I'm just going to go through and trace around this whole thing. The pen tool takes a little while to get used to in any vector program, but maybe I'll do some tutorials on the pen tool just itself later on. Basically, you just want a shape that is vector information that you can um, intersect with your image. And actually, you can do this method. You can use this method for extruding um, shapes from other shapes as well. Just going all the way around, just kind of keeping the parts that I want, and make a big curve here. Go up here to this bow tie. You can see me zooming in and out just to make sure I keep it very accurate. Go right around his beard here. There we go. Select both of them and intersect. And let me take off the drop shadow for now. So there you have it. A very nice, clean, cut out image that has no background that I can place on top of other objects. Put it on a different color. I can also use the direct selection tool here and go in and refine this shape so that it make any corrections that I need to make. The nice thing about this is I can treat it basically just as any other vector shape that's filled with this image. And I can also add a stroke. Put that on the outside. I can add a stroke. So having this cut out image is very nice to be able to add other embellishments on without, if I'd added a stroke without cutting this out, it would just be a big square around that white background. And here I'm just playing around with some different blending modes. You can have multiple multiple fills. You can have multiple fills in iDraw and multiple layer styles. And so I'm just sampling some of these colors to create a copperish gradient effect. And if I wanted, I could use something like this just as a silhouette or as part of a logo symbol, an icon, all kinds of things that you could do from here. I'm going to try some different blending modes just to see what it does, just to give me some variation. If I want something real saturated, to go to overlay. Let's see here. Oh, that's kind of a neat effect. I kind of like that. I could see that being used for some kind of poster or something, kind of a foreboding look. I'm just going to make another copy and continue playing around with these blending modes, see if I can get another option idea. I don't like that. That's okay. Let's go back to normal, and you can rearrange these fills. So, and they work from top to bottom. So the first fill that's being applied is the one on top, and then the next one. So I'm going to move the gradient fill to the top and the image fill to the bottom, and then just lower the opacity of the image fill. So I get an effect kind of like this, a little softer look. I've got these three cut out images, and they're using vector shapes, again, to cut out the image. The bitmap data inside the image, for instance, if I would resize this, of course the photo itself would start to degrade, and you'll be able to start seeing the pixels as you see here. But the edges are still vector, which is really, really nice. You don't get that kind of ghostly effect or hard pixels right around the edges, which is really great. So I can size these up and down without losing the information of the photo inside it. And there you have it.